beautiful playing,
Great.
my friend. Thank
Great
you.
meeting you, Ben.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How do you
Ben.
feel?
Good.
It got pretty wild during yours. I mean, you
Did it?
are the most polarizing pianist in the competition. I took a screenshot of the AI summary of the chat.
You're kidding.
Oh my gosh.
And so maybe we could read the AI summary of the chat. Viewers are expressing mixed opinions about a pianist's performance during a competition. Some viewers appreciate his unique interpretation, while others find it lacking emotion. You had some people for whom you were the favorite, and others who I don't think they like the steady pulse. But this is a matter of taste. These are not the jury. Don't worry.
I think when you have a steady flow of things, it's like an ocean in which then a bigger wave has more effect than if you're always moving and always being sentimental. Because we're probably going to speak about the recordings that you put on your channel, specifically the one of Raul Kochalski, and that kind of playing I love, and I've been playing some concerts and trying to imitate that kind of free rubato. And 10% is very interesting. The other 90% is awful out of taste.
Well, yes, Kochalski will do stuff that can sicken you. But
No, I love everything he does.
But
when I
certain
try
things,
to imitate that, then I listen to myself, I was like,
what about Paderewski?
I love
So, see, I love it too, but then it can get a little seasick. Go listen to Ignacy Paderewski's Chopin Nocturnes, listen to Kochalski's Nocturnes, see what we're talking about. But Kochalski does the variants in Opus 9 number 2. Yes. If you advance, you'll actually be doing similar versions of those variants and maybe a little bit of your own.
Yes.
So we can look forward to that. Announcements later tonight, we'll see. I want to start with the elephant in the room, which is the Opus 9 number 2.
Of course.
How did that feel? I mean, you're on it's not international, it's the national competition, but it feeds into the international one. You're up there making stuff up.
Well, I think, as you said, the embellishments were beautiful, but even if you played it without, it's also the essence, it's something else. What I feel when I add a few little things, if they're done in an honest way, and it's like the creativity bumps into the brain, and there's like a release of dopamine, if you want, in a way, but that you're doing something, you're creating something in that moment, which is very hard to feel for a performer. Which so when you're doing something unique, like the ornaments or other stuff, that blends and influences also the rest of the piece in that sense. And
it was just floating. I loved how much it floated. Don't look too close at the chat. It's kind of like looking at the sun. It might burn your eyes. But no, I'm just kidding. But there was lots of interesting comments and all of you, because people are very.
This is amazing. This is exactly what classical music needs.
That's right.
A live stream with comments.
I know it can be nerve-wracking.
That rubato was awful. Oh, I like these. This was not good.
I'm glad that you feel that way.
entertaining.
But musicians can also be sensitive about these things.
At the end, like, doing music is something metaphysical in a way. So it doesn't matter if you move the tempo or your aesthetic. What speaks is the soul in a way. So I think even if I play at tempo, and I'm usually the other way. Like, I'm usually, as one of my teachers used to say, I pee on every tree.
Really?
Yes. When I was at that, yes.
I didn't hear any pee-pee
Oh
tonight.
no, not this time. But in a way that I'm still searching. Like, I think, and that's the amazing thing of the journey of a pianist. I'm still searching. And I wanted to say, you know what I didn't find?
What?
Why I was so uncomfortable today? Well, there were a couple of reasons. Just today, I found out I bought here the wrong suit. This is from 3 years ago. It's extra small, so I was like this.
It looks like it fits you.
I haven't grown much. But
So this is from when? This is the suit you bought, or you had to use it?
Let me see. This is probably like this is from 5 or 6 years ago. This is the one I used to play 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, I see. You had a different, or you brought the wrong suit?
Yes, I
Oh,
brought the
I
wrong
see.
suit. So luckily I fit in the pants, which is I think.
I think it looks like you fit, but you felt tight.
I was like, but this is broken.
Oh, come on, did anyone see the hole in the pants?
I don't think the criticisms are about the suit, so.
But I just think sometimes when people hear a steady pulse in a nocturne, for example, and they don't hear the sort of swelling or I don't know, whatever might constitute emotion for them. They hear unsentimental as unemotional. I think it's possible to be emotional but restrained.
Well, it could be true. Like, I think many pianists don't do too much rubato, and there's different schools, but it's also a little bit, and not necessarily, but I mean, usually we're used to the TikTok culture in which you have to show how musical you are in like 30 seconds snip of a video. So you don't have time to get to the culmination.
You hear that? You guys are watching too much TikTok.
Well, that's the short version. I gave the polite answer.
No, but we're talking about matters of taste here. And certainly for me, I remember once I had a masterclass with Alexander Kobrin, and I was playing a Scriabin B-flat minor Etude Opus 8 number 11. And I was, there's pulsating eighth notes, and I was kind of swimming in them a little bit. Da, da, da. And he looked at me funny after I played, and he said, "Why don't you just play them straight? You'll be much more expressive." And I looked at him like, "What are you talking about?" I'd never heard of that idea, but I understand it better now.
I think one of the things is very difficult when we play the piano, especially in a competition, to come across as sincere, because everything we do is we're trying to show how well we play, how musical we are, how prepared we are, and that's the hardest thing to do in music. So when you play in a steady pulse, is more natural in a way, and it's a little bit more sincere, and I think that's what I'm trying to get across. Like, it has to speak from the heart, and sometimes when we try to do embellishment, tempo-wise, it could work perfectly, and it could be perfectly sincere and phenomenal, but more often than not, it has the opposite effect. So in a way, that was one of the reasons for my choice.
And as you said, that's a recent choice, and you used to relieve yourself on various shrubbery and trees. So this is how Raul is today. Yes. But you might be something different next week. Or
there's a book in Italian like Uno Nessuno Centomila by Pirandello, who says like we're 1, 1,000, and nobody at the same time. So I think that applies for a pianist better than to anyone.
Well, who's the old Greek philosopher who said that you can't ever dip your foot in the same river twice because the river's changing.
Yes,
it's the same with us. But actually, I heard some extra little Easter eggs tonight. Is that right?
Yes, I did. I wasn't going to do them in this round, right? I think, you never know. And I was messing around with it. We were in a room all together, right, with them also, and Timothy Jones, and I played this extra scale in the third ballade, and he said, "Oh, I love it. Are you gonna do it?" I said, "No way." And then he said, "If you do it, I give you $50." And I said, "Deal." So
hey, if you're not gonna make $100,000, might as well make 50.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's not 100,000, but at least this performance was worth.
But it's at least a good story.
So Tim, you owe me $50.